Hi, my name is Mike Lawrence. This video is one of a set which is intended to provide a different interpretation of the experimental results that constitute the foundation of current physics. It is clear that the present explanation for what we see in the universe is good in many ways, but it is missing an overall coherence. My view is that we need to look at physics with new eyes and consider an interpretation that explains most things well, even if it does question just about everything. I do not disagree with any experimental results, only the interpretation of those results. And I do not say that the hypothesis that I'll be talking about in these videos is the theory of everything, and that everything I suggest is correct, but it is a start. Each video in the set will cover an aspect of physics. The whole set needs to be understood together in combination, because many aspects rely on each other, and any one taken on its own may not be convincing to those relying on the current interpretations, some of whom may actually be offended by the hypothesis. There will be links in the videos to other videos in the set that cover closely related or overlapping aspects. Within the boxes in the videos are representations of the motions of the particles and their composites, which I will be explaining more fully. I'm happy to answer questions where I can, perhaps providing links to where a deeper mathematical analysis shows why I say what I do, since equations and graphs do not make good videos, and will post replies where appropriate on Twitter. I hope you enjoy the videos and they enable you to better appreciate the absolute symmetry and simplicity of nature. But please remember, I'm not an experienced presenter, and although I state everything as if it were correct, this is only a hypothesis. This video number 1 covers the basic underlying structure of the universe. The building blocks of the universe and everything within it start as spheres of adjusted Planck radius, adjusted by two factors as explained elsewhere, containing no properties, literally zero mass black holes, although they also have zero charge. What makes them useful is that they are each spherical composites of a particle and an antiparticle. The particle has an adjusted Planck size positive mass and positive charge, and the antiparticle has an equal size negative mass and negative charge. The two are only ZMBHs when they are completely merged, so that their properties are exactly balanced to zero. The size of the mass energy and the energy of charge are the same, but of opposite type. This is equated through the adjusted Planck mass size, where m is the square root of Planck's constant times light speed, being equal to light speed times the adjusted Planck charge size, which is q equals the square root of Planck's constant divided by c. The adjusted Planck charge is not the same size as the charge on the electron, but is larger by the square root of 2 pi divided by the fine structure constant. The actions of these only two fundamental energies are similar to our experience in that the same sign charges repel and opposite sign attract, and positive masses attract positive masses. What differs in the hypothesis is that negative masses attract negative masses, but chase positive masses to try to reform ZMBHs, as do positive masses in chasing negative masses. Each particle on its own has total energy of zero, and so does each antiparticle. I call these two particles pairs because they always exist as pairs, and as muons as a generic description of these only real particles in the universe. The muon pairs within a ZMBH do not stay totally merged and will vibrate across each other, spin around each other, and translate from place to place, and in this state are called merged pairs. It is a myriad of these partially merged pairs that is the material base of the universe, which I call the background, through which all relativistic motion occurs. In this universe, nothing is newly created or destroyed, only changed in form. The muons are not point particles, but they are the densest micro black holes possible. And since they comprise the only real objects in the universe, there can be no singularities in any composite structure, even massive black holes. For two random particles, which are actually loops of unmerged pairs of muons, the mass type energies of one will only influence the mass type energies of the other, and the charge type energies of one will only influence the charge type energies of the other. In their interactions, when all energies are considered, they will both start with zero total energy and end with zero total energy. However, the amount of each energy type they each have will alter. This hypothesis is of a pre-fermion particle system, where the loops comprised of three unmerged pairs of muons are our fermions. that explains the symmetric foundation of physics, that every mass energy has an equal and opposite charge energy, and why relativistic and quantum systems are different and irreconcilable. There is no beginning or end to the only universe. ZMBHs and their slightly more useful states as merged pairs have always existed, and all loop and unmerged pair energies, as explained elsewhere, will eventually return to the background as increased merged pairs motions, meaning just heat. Related videos would be number 33, list of convincing points and unnecessary ideas, and number 3, what is the total energy of the universe. Thank you for watching.